Hey everyone, we're going to talk about something you've probably seen a million times, maybe even today. But have you ever really looked at it? Today we're pulling back the curtain on this surprisingly deep story hidden on one of the most common pages on the internet.
So, quick question for you. What's the most important web page you visit every single day? You might be thinking your email, or maybe a news site, or your favorite social media feed. But I'm going to argue it's none of those. It's actually the gate you walk through to get to all of them.
Yep, it's this one. The simple, maybe even kind of boring sign-in page. But don't let its looks fool you. This page is one of the most powerful and crucial pieces of the entire web. It's the security guard for our digital lives, our work, our photos, our entire online identity. To really get it, we need to stop seeing this as just a form with a couple of boxes. It's so much more than that. Think of it as the most common doorway on the entire internet. A universal gateway we all pass through constantly, without even thinking about it.
I love this way of putting it. Every single time you land on this page, you're standing at this really important crossroads. This is the exact spot where you prove who you are, you secure your access, and you agree to the rules of the place you're about to enter.
So let's talk about its number one job, establishing who you are. This page isn't just asking for some random information. Nope, it's asking you to present your unique, one-of-a-kind digital key. See, it doesn't just say enter your email. It says use your Google account. That's a huge distinction. It's not asking for the key to one little room. It's asking for the master key to an entire digital world. But what exactly is that account? Well, a Google account is basically your digital passport. It's this single, unified identity that you control, and it unlocks everything from your email and your Google Docs to your YouTube history and your photos. It's one key for like hundreds of different doors. And that little box right there where you type your email or phone number, that's you presenting your passport. In this moment, that email address isn't just a way for people to contact you. It's the unique serial number for your digital key, the thing that makes it different from billions of others. And, for anyone who doesn't have a key yet, that little create account link is where the whole journey begins. That's the moment you actually forge this incredibly powerful tool for the very first time. Okay, so if you have a key this valuable, you absolutely need ways to protect it. And let's be real, you need ways to get back in if you lose it. The sign-in page isn't just a door, it's also your security hub. We've all clicked this link in a panic, right? Forgot email? But it's so much more than just a little helper. It's really the first line of defense for digital recovery. It's the safety net that kicks off the whole process of proving you are who you say you are, even when you've forgotten your own credentials. All right, let's talk about a situation we've all been in. You're at a library, an internet cafe, your friend's house. You need to sign in, but you definitely don't want to leave your digital front door wide open after you leave. So how does the page help with that? Well, tucked away at the bottom of the page is this tiny piece of advice that is absolutely crucial. It says to use a private window or guest mode. What this does is it creates a temporary, secure bubble just for your login. It means that as soon as you close that window, poof, your key, your password, your identity, it all just vanishes from that machine. It's a huge security feature. Okay, so you've proven who you are and you've done it securely. Great. But every gateway has rules for entry, and this one is no different. The sign-in page is also a contract, and the terms of that contract are hiding right there in plain sight. Help, privacy, terms. Come on, let's be honest, our eyes just glaze over when we see these words. We see them everywhere, and we almost always ignore them. But right here, on this page, they represent the three pillars of the agreement you're making every single time you sign in. Let's break it down really simply. Help is your guide, the instruction manual. Privacy tells the story of what's happening with your personal data. And terms, that's the big one. That's the actual legally binding contract you agree to just by clicking that sign-in button. So let's zoom back out. When you put all these pieces together, it becomes really clear that this simple screen is doing an unbelievable amount of work. It's your gatekeeper, it's your keymaster, and it's your rulebook all rolled into one. Really, it all comes down to these three core ideas that we've been talking about. Every single time you log in, you are actively engaging with identity, security, and agreement. This isn't just a technical step. It's the absolute foundation of your entire online experience. And that means the simple act of typing your password and hitting enter, it's not some mindless automatic task. It is an active choice. It's a conscious decision to present your key,
to trust the lock on the door, and to accept the rules of the house you're about to enter.
So, I'll leave you with this one final thought. The very next time this familiar page pops up on your screen, before you type anything, just pause for half a second. Really look at it, the options, the links, the words, and ask yourself, what am I really doing here? What am I really agreeing to?